you could have just look.
He could have, but he said he's standing on principle, man. Yes, indeed. And this damn mouse situation is crazy. Yo, we are live. What's up, Mika? Mika G in the place to be.
I'll have
What is good?
wait. We're gonna have a little soundboard.
You need a sound. We need
I
some
need a
sound.
soundboard. That's what I need. Hey, that's what I want for Christmas. I want a
You need that.
soundboard.
That's right. Welcome to Blues House Live. You know who it is, man. This is your one-stop destination for entertainment, news, film, and TV reviews. All things pop culture. We finna do some deep diving into the wonderful world of pop culture. Please hit that subscribe, that notification bell. Turn on all your notifications so you see when we go live. Please, so you don't miss out on any content. And anybody new who coming in, welcome to the family. Let's start the show. Yeah. You know what it is, man. What's up, Mika? How you? I really wanted to do like a just kick it show and like not even talk about that, but I think I'm gonna save that for next week. We just kick it, just talk about, just wrap the year up and just kick it, man. What's good though?
You all right? We're gonna see where I'm at next week because
oh yeah, you're gonna be here.
I'll be traveling next week.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll make it do what it do. We'll make something work. We'll make something work, man. Mr. YouTube is in the building. What's popping, Mr. YouTube? What is good? What's up? Oh man. Do you see what's the Instagram thing looking like? We live, right? Can you see it?
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't even
see what we're looking like. Is it showing us live?
No, I thought it was showing us live.
No, it's not. I don't know. Look, I did what it said it was supposed to do.
Maybe they're just trying to work out the bugs, you know what I'm saying?
They said you are live. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know if I'm live on Instagram. If you're watching it on Instagram, let me know. But so let's jump into the Jonathan, because I don't want to spend too much time on the Jonathan Major situation. Because it wasn't a lot that really happened today anyway. It was closing arguments. And like I said, it wasn't a lot. So I just want to do a quick overview of what happened. We'll do a quick discussion. Where am I at? Do a quick discussion and move on to the next thing. So like I said, closing statements were delivered today. Let me see who started it. I think Priya Chaudhry started it. She says this is her closing arguments. Priya Chaudhry said Jonathan Majors is innocent and that Grace is a liar. The defense attorney Priya Chaudhry began saying, according to reports, then she pulled up the surveillance footage from the night of the alleged assault. We all saw that. You know what I mean? He puts her back in the car because they're in the middle of moving traffic. She keeps grabbing him. He tells her to leave him alone. He helps her out of the car. He walks her safely to the sidewalk. She continued. Miss Chaudhry also added that the accuser was not hurt when she got out of the car. And we all saw that she was not hurt. She was irate, highly upset. Like she was trying to reach, you know what I'm saying, rip my man's pocket off, reaching into his pocket trying to grab the phone. We all saw that. We all saw how she was draped on my man's like a Ghostface Killer robe back in the day when he used to sport the gold eagle on his arm. You remember them days?
Nope.
when Ghostface used to rock the robe? What, Mika? What you talking about, man? Wu-Tang is forever, dog. What are you?
Not Wu-Tang is forever.
What are you talking about?
I cannot.
She also went in and said she was revenge partying, charging champagne to the man she was angry with. The stranger she went clubbing with told you. The video showed you she had a ball. The attorney added that footage seemed to show the accuser smoking illegally. I like that she added that, smoking illegally in a nightclub with her right hand, her left busy holding her glass of champagne, arguing that she didn't appear to be hurt after the alleged assault. And looking at those videos, it did not seem like she was arguing. This is coming also saying that Victoria B. Kempis adds that because she was live tweeting the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
She said the defense is suggesting the case suffers from racial bias. They
Mm-hmm.
bought her white. This is in quotations. They bought her white lies. They bought her big lies. These prosecutors brought prosecutors white lies. Her big lies, all her pretty white lies. Before everyone complains, yes, I get told. She's just adding her own commentary to it. Basically, she's saying that the defense is using the coming with the scope of racial bias, which I do think there's some racial bias and white tears attached to this situation. I think we all saw that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the cop showed up and automatically saw a black man and a white woman in distress and was like,
Right.
"Black man did it."
Right. Even if we want to go back to that 2002, her recording, right? Like, why you recording him talk to you? You know what I'm saying? And then even it sounds like she's trying to cry in that recording. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like she knows what to do. The defense also adds Grace bends reality, and these prosecutors contort themselves to keep up. If you believe Grace, then despite Jonathan Majors telling her how dangerous it is for a black man to call the police in America, despite that, he beat her badly in a car. That was both in his own name, and then he called 911 on himself. This is what his lawyer is saying. If you believe Grace, then Jonathan caused these injuries, and then he told the 911 operator about her injuries, and then he told the cops who showed up at his apartment that they had an argument the night before. You probably have your own list of greatest lies that Grace has ever told you, but I want to end this nightmare for Jonathan now, immediately and as quick as possible. That's fake. Nothing she says makes sense. Nothing she says is medically possible, the attorney said. And I'm glad that she added the "it's just fake," because in those text messages that blew up the internet, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that it started off with. It's just fake. Like, what is he saying? He's saying, now she saw the whole thread. We didn't get to see the whole text thread. You know what I mean? So is he saying, man, you out here just faking the phone? You know what I'm saying? Like,
pretty much.
You not finna run to the hospital, say some shit. They come back on me because I know this whole shit fake. You out here faking.
Right.
All this shit is fake.
Right. There's literally video evidence of you chasing this man through New York City. through New York at a full sprint. Ain't no way in the world I'm chasing no man who just put his hands on me. I would literally get back in the car and be like, take me to the nearest police station right now.
Yeah. Or at least get away. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't report it, I'm finna get away from this situation.
Right. Like, I'm
take
not
me to a hotel.
And then after that, I'm not even going to go and party and hang out after the fact. I literally, especially if he just put his hands on me.
Right. You just put your damn hands on me. We got problems, cuz. We got problems.
Yeah, but just this picture alone, just like she looked like she do all the drugs.
She do. So I didn't know that during this picture, there's actual video right before this picture. This actual picture right here that's on screen occurs. She jumps in to take the picture when he was walking to go to a reporter, right?
Right.
And that's the look on his face, like, man, hurry up and take this goddamn picture and get off me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And
I mean, she looked like she had about 4 or 5 drinks.
Yeah,
she was already sauced right there.
Yeah, she was already a little saucy, probably. And you know what I'm saying? For a while, she couldn't go out with him. She couldn't go to premieres and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you can't handle alcohol.
Right. So this, from what I understand, this premiere right here, which I think was for Devotion, she finally was allowed to, you know what I'm saying, come back out. And that's why she was so giddy. You know what I'm saying? Look at her face. She's like, yeah, standing by my man. And he like, man, what the fuck? This some bullshit. She already out here wild.
You ain't even famous, my
guy. All right. So then
I pushed her.
Yeah, should have pushed her. Where's the
no? Then we would end up where we at right now.
Yeah, right now. Majors wipes away tears. His fear what happens when a black man in America calls 911 came true, and now we're here. Priya Chaudhry said, "You are here to end this nightmare for Jonathan Majors." She says, while she was also choking up, "You are here to see what is obvious, what the evidence shows. Jonathan Majors is innocent." The defense finished its closing arguments, and I want to get the closing arguments from the prosecution. But I think those was good closing arguments. I wish they would have harped on that timeline of him getting there and her calling or texting her friend. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was in the house already and her not answering, then when they finally get in there, she's laid stiff as a board, looking foolish. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the craziest thing in the world.
Act like you passed out. At least lay your body right.
Right. At least.
Don't lay there light as feather, stiff as a board.
That's exactly what was in my, like, what you
doing? Playing the game?
Playing the game. Let me see. Can I find it real quick? Light as a feather, stiff as a board. You funny for that one.
I'm just saying that's how she was laying.
It is.
Who passes out with their arms right on their side? Just straight. Who does that? Nobody.
I'm talking about casket sharp around this joint.
Like, if you're gonna pass out, at least hit him with the hand right here on your forehead and the other arm just laying on your chest.
or look like you passed out. You look like you just laid down, went flat, and closed your eyes. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just wild to me. Why can't I find these? Oh, that's the defense again. Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure that they had a whole bunch of hoopla to say.
It wasn't a good
closing statement.
No. What I don't like is, okay, this comes from Vulture. It says, during closing arguments, Jonathan Majors' lawyer blamed his accuser's ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, for revenge partying, while the prosecutors focused on facts. They didn't have no facts to focus on, so I don't even know where that's even coming from. But I'm gonna go to their little and read from them. So during the closing statements, prosecutor Kelly Galloway told the jurors that this case boiled down to four words: control, domination, manipulation, and abuse. It don't boil down to that, because that's not what he's charged for. He's not charged for being controlling, domination, or he's not even, you know what I'm saying? He's not charged for any of those things.
No, not at all.
He's not charged for that. So how can it boil down to that? She said that the trial is only about what happened the night in and outside the car. Well, if that's the case, why did y'all focus so much on
the text messages?
The other text messages. if you know what I'm saying, like, what are you talking about? She didn't want to report to law enforcement. She didn't call 911. No, she didn't. He did. But as soon as she got there, what did she say? Oh, where am I? What happened? Did he do something to me? Right there, she's saying that he, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? That she didn't want to report it. As soon as she saw some police, she was like, did he do something to me? Bitch, no. You laid here stiff as a board, light as a feather on your motherfucking back.
You thought he was going to come in and swoop in and kiss you because you was passed out. And he called the cops instead.
Right. Come on, man. She said there's nothing wrong with appreciating the fact that the defendant called 911. This case is the people of the state of New York versus Jonathan Majors. It is not Grace Jabari versus Jonathan Majors. As for the scorned ex theory, this is not consistent with the testimony that you heard, she argued. This is not a revenge plot to ruin the defendant's life, his career, to take anything away from him.
Lies.
All lies.
All the
lies. Events and injuries, Galloway said, were not consistent with the premeditated plan of revenge. What? She texted this man, I'm about to commit suicide. That sounds premeditated to me. Manipulative, whatever you want to call it, still premeditated.
She's trying to get that man to stay.
If anything, Jabari's unwillingness to immediately say that Majors was the perpetrator was a testimony to her credibility. But she said that.
Mm-hmm.
She said that. And not only that, the police made her go the extra mile of saying he choked you, right? He choked you. What do you? Come on, man. Galloway did her best to dispel misconception about domestic violence and reporting abuse, as Jabari was scrutinized by the defense for not being more straightforward with the police. When the defendant had behaved in a way that you are hearing previously in public, he had told her not to speak about it to anyone. It would ruin their relationship, Galloway said. Mr. Barr understood this. How did this impact her? Let me tell you why that's bogus. The relationship was over. Relationship was over. It's a breakup text.
Right. She the only one that didn't get it. She didn't get it. She didn't get
Relationship
it.
was over.
He been trying to break up with you, baby.
Yeah. What,
that night was the last straw.
The relationship was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
That night was the last straw. He was done. You can go ahead and exit.
Like, these motherfuckers are stupid. As for the defense claims that Jabbar was aggressive toward Mr. Major, she noted that nearly 2 years of that increasingly abusive relationship, how that could prompt a strong reaction over cheating. Her actions could not be taken in an isolated vacuum. No, you're right.
Wait, what?
It can't be taken in an isolated vacuum. They trying to say that this, her actions could not be taken in an isolated vacuum, saying that all the things culminating up to this point led to her, led to this situation. And yeah, you could say that, but at the end of the day, she got mad over the cell phone. She got mad over text message.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Okay. Even if because we don't know what happened before this night, right? Even if he was abusive towards you, and you knew he was cheating, why would you chase an abusive man down the street? Like, if anything, you would get away from him. Man, he cheating on me and he beating me. Girl, no, get back in the car. We're going to my house.
Right.
We're going to my sister's house. We're going somewhere else where he ain't there.
Exactly.
None of what they saying is making sense. It don't connect. The dots ain't clicking.
Not only that, there was no signs of, people get drunk. I'm pretty sure she would have let something slip out to somebody. Nobody has come forward and said, yeah, man, I done seen him, get a little aggressive and do, you know what I'm saying? None of that. Nobody came forward to say that. All the, however many, remember Rolling Stone came out with the article saying, oh, we got all these people who said that he was this, that, and the third. Where they
when he was in college.
Where they at?
Okay, so what? He was an asshole. Okay, we got it. But there was no alleged abuse from anybody. Right. He was an asshole. Okay, so
asshole.
What?
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like. Sound like he might just be an asshole and difficult. Difficult, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you want to look at it, he's difficult. He's got a standard of if you want to be with me, these are the things that I'm putting out on the table.
Right.
Deal with it or not. If you don't want to deal with it, then fuck you, I'm gone.
If he had a history of being violent, trust and believe, we live in a society now where when one person come forward, they all come forward.
Yep, nobody came forward. Let's see. Was that it for the? Oh, the defense closing tried to paint Jabbar as an unhinged drunk and said that Majors was the victim. Jonathan Majors is innocent and Grace is a liar. Said Majors' attorney. Did I already go over that? Yeah, I did already go over that. So basically, both sides have rested, and now it's up to the jury to come back with their deliberation. And I will be doing verdict watch. We'll be waiting on what's going on with the verdict. Hopefully, we get something tomorrow.
2 minutes, walk in, walk out. Y'all done.
Yeah, I know, right? But hopefully, it'll be quick tomorrow. What do you got, Mika? What's happening? What do you see this outcome to be?
I mean, clearly, based on the evidence, all the evidence, this better not end in a hung jury, because everything is literally showing you that, like, she's not the victim.
Yeah.
Like, he literally, like, if he pushed her back in the car, that was because he was defending himself. I'm pretty sure she was beating his behind in the car, and he was trying to get away. He was trying to get away from her.
She already said that I was hitting him.
See?
I snatched his phone. I was hitting him. Like these are all the things that she said out her own mouth. We saw her accosting him as he was trying to run away.
She chased that man up 3 blocks.
She did. It looked like Von Miller trying to sack a quarterback. That's what it looked like. This is bad. I don't. Why? How did
if we lived in back in the day when there was no cameras everywhere, Jonathan Majors be in jail.
Oh yeah, nah, he'd
be in jail. He'd be
been done. This would have been
like this would have open and shut case.
Yeah, we wouldn't even heard about this. Well, he in jail for what? Don't worry about it.
Right. Don't even worry about it. So forget about it. I think that this is going to end up being one of those things where the jury is going to they're gonna lean with Jonathan. He's gonna be not guilty. And you know what I'm saying? And then I want Jonathan Majors to turn around and file a defamation suit against this woman.
Yes, against her. And I need him to sue the PR company that dropped him. The New York or the Manhattan DA. I need him to just anybody he can go after. Because they
NYPD. I'm coming for all y'all.
All y'all. I need everybody badge.
Everybody's
badge. You know.
I need your badge number and your pension. Run me that.
I'm taking it all. Run that. Run me that. Mr. YouTube says Variety and Rolling Stone are so unethical. This is clear bias. Yeah, man. And that's another thing that is really disturbing. That everybody, I mean, you know, we just YouTubers. I'm not a part of the media. I'm not a journalist. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say on here is opinion based, right? But when you are supposed to be a reputable publication that's supposed to report the news, there shouldn't be, unless it's an op-ed, just report the facts.
Right.
Just report the facts.
Right.
Now, if you want to come out and say, you know, written by such and such, this is the reason why I think Jonathan Majors might lose this case.
That's
then,
different.
right? Then do that. Do that. According to my opinion, these are the reasons why I think Jonathan Majors might lose this case.
Variety and Rolling Stone already stamped guilty on this man's head.
You stamping him guilty without even looking at the facts. You just saying, man, nope, this is and this ain't even a DV case. This is just an assault case.
Right.
And not a misdemeanor assault at that. They dropped every charge that they could because they knew they couldn't get him on that shit.
Of course.
This is just an assault. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying, of course they can.
Yeah. That lets you know right there that they didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing. But
hey, let's get him for this. Can't do that. Ain't no evidence.
No evidence.
Can't do that. You didn't see the video of her chasing him?
Yeah. But like I said, this is just an assault case. Now, speaking of assault, because I'm, you know, we'll be on the lookout for JM and the verdict. But speaking of assault, your guy, my guy, your guy, my guy, Mr. Draymond Green. I like Draymond. You like Draymond, Mika?
I like Draymond when he wasn't so violent. When he actually played ball.
When he plays ball.
Plays ball, I love Draymond. But the thing I like when he speaks his mind after he gets off the court. But in these recent seasons, he trying to become the Rasheed Wallace.
You know what?
He's trying to take us back to the 90s when the NBA didn't care if they fought each other.
But you know, Rasheed Wallace said something. Rasheed Wallace said that Draymond Green grew up in their locker room.
See?
And he said the same thing that you just said. He's emulating the energy that we put out. But you can't do that in today's game.
Hell no.
You can't.
In the 90s, yeah. Look, if y'all didn't grow up watching 90s basketball, like
right, but you can fight back then. They'll let you get off of, you know what I'm saying, a couple, scrap real quick.
Man, you can't do the game. There's a whole documentary on a brawl.
Right. That's when they say, we can't let it.
Exactly. I mean, literally, there's videos of like Isaiah Thomas with his face bloody. Like and back in the 90s, they was beating each other up.
80s, 90s, they was letting you have it. I'm talking straight. See you side, from the side, bow straight to your jaw. You know what I'm saying?
If you was going up for a weak layup and somebody else was coming up with you, Dennis Rodman was definitely knocking you out the air.
Just done. This is coming from CBS NBA, CBS Sports NBA side. Says Draymond Green be suspended indefinitely by the NBA. The ejection is tied to an incident on Tuesday, which Green struck Phoenix Suns center Joseph Nurkic. Green immediately assessed a flagrant 2 foul and ejected from the game, which the Suns immediately won. Green's suspension for the incident will begin immediately, and the league has stated that the Warriors forward will be required to meet certain league and team conditions before he returns to play. Let's see. Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. and Green's agent Rich Paul of Clutch Sports are expected to meet Thursday, which was today, to discuss a path of counseling and help for Green to move forward. I think this might be a little too late.
I think it's time for him to hang it up. Go ahead and go out the way. Just go sit down.
Mika say just hang it up.
Just hang it up. Go ahead.
We gotta watch this video. He
literally closed his hand to punch this man in the face. Okay, play it.
I don't think he did this intentionally myself.
Oh yeah.
The way
I don't think he did this intentionally. Yes, he did. What video are you watching? What a replay. Let me get to this.
Stop at your play. Trying to determine.
I think you need to go back to the front. To the beginning. Yeah. Go back to the beginning.
You hear excessive.
There you go.
I don't think he did this intentionally.
Wow, like what you mean?
Like he
wasn't tripping or nothing. It's another video.
Where they show it, closed his fist to punch him in the face. Like he swung like
Warriors 5-5.
I don't understand.
The officials trying to determine.
Hold on, let me find the other video. It's another video.
I love watching basketball just as much as anybody else. But damn, son.
Are they gonna show? Hold on, I'm looking at the video now.
He balled up his fist.
Yeah, I think that's a better view.
That's it.
Let me pull this up. Uh-oh. It's a better view of it right here.
Breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. The NBA has suspended
now I want you to watch his feet
indefinitely after hitting Phoenix.
What is he falling from?
Game.
He wasn't falling.
Is my question. Like what made him even
of these incidents?
Like what are you doing?
Certain league and team conditions before he's allowed
back
on the court. Green was last suspended 5 games in November for putting
this dude gets suspended.
Rudy Gobert.
Literally
take a look
7 times already.
Suspensions prior to
literally 7 times in one season.
Draymond Green suspended 9 games.
Detrimental. Then you got the LeBron. I think that was
had quite the laundry list of issues and violations in the NBA.
Draymond does this.
He punched his own teammate. He
punched his own teammate, y'all.
Breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. The NBA has suspended Draymond Green indefinitely after hitting Phoenix's Yusuf Nurkic in the head during Tuesday night's game.
I understand your hand. I don't understand that you had an open hand and you slapped that man, but you punched him.
You know what he was doing.
You closed your fist and punched him.
Green was last suspended 5 games in November.
Man, that's wild to me. I just wanted to bring it up because, like you said, we're in the new NBA. Do you think you say he should hang it up? I think his stock has plummeted. I think there's nowhere else for him to play but the Warriors.
Period.
Because I don't see what he would bring to any other team. You know what I mean? But 6 to 7 suspensions or techs or whatever you want to call it.
In one season.
In one season,
and we're at the beginning of the season.
Right. I'm just trying to. I'm surprised, and I don't want to say this, but that was assault, man. That was literally. I didn't, because Nurkic was just playing D on him. Whether he was holding, because I guess Draymond was trying to say he was holding my jersey.
He wasn't holding him. All he had was his forearm on his back.
But even if he had your jersey, what did that make? How did that cause you to do a fucking spinning uppercut? You know what I'm saying? Like,
literally. He was like, I was just trying to get him off me. No, bro. I played basketball. I know how to get somebody off of me and not swing at him with a closed fist.
I've never. I mean, he posting up around the 3-point line, but just posting up, somebody grabbing your jersey, or like you said, forearm in the back. I've never had to spin and throw my arm, and not even like he spun the wrong way too.
That part.
He spun the wrong way to get somebody off. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it looks so awkward.
Right. Because he knew what the fuck he was doing. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Like, normally if somebody is on you like that, you take your hand and you kind of just you swat them away. Right, like you do this right here, right?
Or you create some space with this, which your offhand, which is the him spinning that way. I could see an elbow. Now, if he would have spun an elbow, I'd
have gave him that. I'd give him his elbow.
But he came back, basically looked at, you know what I'm saying? And like, no, Draymond. I don't even know how you sell that. That's not even
you couldn't sell that.
You couldn't even sell it.
Like I said, you had enough time to close your hand into a fist to hit this man in the face.
This is a wild boy.
I can see if you had an open hand and you was just kind of flailing like to get away. But like you said, Blue, he turned the wrong way. If you're trying to get somebody off of you, yeah. So suspension should stay. This man needs anger management courses. Like badly.
They gave him indefinite. How long do you think he's out?
Until he meets their requirements, which I'm pretty sure includes anger management, community service, going to talk to people about how to control your anger. It's gonna be things like that. It's literally gonna be things that has to deal with his anger. And that's it.
I agree. It's something more there, because we've seen enforcers in the NBA. Bill Laimbeer, like you said, Dennis Rodman,
Charles Barkley.
But they enforce the game, right?
Exactly. There's a difference.
There's a difference. I'm gonna enforce the game. Yes, I'm the guy. If it's a hard foul, I give you a hard foul. I'll stand over you a little bit longer. I might fall on you just to lay on you for a minute. So stuff like that.
Right. So the Draymond Green reminds me a lot of Dennis Rodman. He reminded me a lot of Dennis Rodman, because Dennis Rodman was that guy, was the Draymond during that time, right? He was the guy that, he was over the top with his fouls, and he stayed getting flagrant, stayed getting ejected. So, but again, we're in a different NBA where that don't play. And the crazy thing is it's that kid from Duke.
The
what's his name? Yeah, him. Remember
the one who
I can't remember his name.
On the dude's ankle.
Yes, him.
I know who you talk about.
He got to the league and nixed all that.
Yeah, I mean he still played dirty.
I mean he does, but he does not as intentional with it like he was when he was at Duke.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly. I just can't remember his name. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know. I can see his face because he done been bouncing around from team to team.
Is he on Miami right now?
I think so.
Man, let me see what is. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Yeah,
I want to Google like dirty players from Duke, but then that'll be every Duke.
It'll probably come with all of them. Oh my God, that's one of the things that you can search for on Google. Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen, yep. Grayson Allen, that's him.
Grayson Allen. Because I remember watching him play Duke in North Carolina. Me and my dad was watching, and he did something. He kicked a North Carolina player, and my dad was like, "Wait till he get the NBA. He ain't gonna be doing that. And kid you not, you're right, Blue. When he first got to the NBA, he was doing that stuff, and somebody quickly let him know, you are not in college anymore. You will catch these hands.
Right, you catch these hands. Ain't no getting kicked out. You know what I'm saying? You catch these real quick.
Right.
The people you doing it to had scholarships and didn't want to put all that on the line. They might, you know what I'm saying, might not have been the best player to where they can withstand something like that. Right. You come this to me. I've been in the league 10 years, bro. I don't think you want these, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't got nothing to lose.
You can catch these veteran hands.
Right. You can catch these. If anything, I get a tech, but I'll still be on the team. Gonna learn your lesson today.
And you gonna be on the bench.
On the bench.
Forever.
But he's actually a pretty good player too, though, Grayson Allen.
Yeah, he played for Minnesota for a while.
Pretty good player.
I don't know where he's at now, but back to Draymond, like it's just like it's one of those things. Like when he play ball, when he plays, he good.
He is.
But it just seemed like over time, like he's just become that guy.
I wonder if this has gone to his head, right? I mean, you're a champion. What, 3-time, 4-time? What, 3-time champion? 4-time.
Four.
You're a 4-time champion, right? But his play has gone down.
Exactly. He's getting up in age. He's getting up to the point where he can get beat by Nurkic. He can get beat by Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't. I mean, look at that gray on his chin.
Yeah.
You old, bro.
And ain't no reason to be out here doing that. I mean, he could be he might not necessarily need to come off the bench because he fits their system. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
there's younger players that
it is younger players, and
there's younger players on the team that would benefit it, and we ain't got to deal with all this drama.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. We'll see what happens once with this suspension. They got the other little light skinned brother. Like they just love these little light skinned brothers over there. Over there at Golden State. I can't think of his name, but he played pretty good. But yeah, how many games do you think he gets? I know up until he does that, but I think even if he completes all that, let's say he completed whatever community service, he goes and talks to the people he needs to talk to. I still think there is a game limit that he has to reach before he can come back.
He ain't coming back until after All-Star weekend.
Oh, I can see that though.
He's not gonna come back until after All-Star weekend. That's what they're gonna
January.
do.
So yeah. January, middle of February.
That's more than enough time for you to do your community service, do your anger management. You need to be seeing a therapist because there's obviously something underlying that got you acting this way.
Yeah, like what is that, man?
Do you feel like you're not on LeBron, like you're not LeBron level?
But you've never been. You never been. You come from Michigan State? Came from Michigan State. I think he said he could name all the names that was in front of him, which I said, man, that's dope. So but that also tells me you got a chip on your shoulder. And you think that you might think that you're better than you are. And then,
he does.
Right.
Man, I got 4 rings.
I got 4. That's what I was about to say. Man, I got 4 rings.
And you can go sit down. That's what you can go do.
But he don't get the love that the Steph, gets, the KD gets, the hell, even Clay. You know what I'm saying? Clay had a run. I ain't seen a run with Draymond. As far as being in the media as a spokesperson to sell something. And this is why though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because he's like so outspoken. I think at one point in time he had a podcast or something like that.
He still got it.
Okay, so yeah, all that bullshiggery you be talking on your podcast too. You come off with this. You come at these players and think that they not gonna come for you.
Right,
bro. You old. You're old in NBA years. You are old in NBA years. They're coming for you.
Yeah, they coming.
And I mean, Nurkic is still fairly young when it comes to NBA years. Yeah, he whooping your ass.
I think Nurkic ain't been in the league, but what, maybe about 8 years, I think.
That's what I'm saying. He whooping your ass right now.
Yeah.
At this point, you need to realize recognize game. Just realize that it's your time to stand. It's your time to step down because this ain't the 90s, bro.
Move to the side.
This ain't the 90s. You ain't gonna get away. You ain't gonna keep getting away with. And then you fought your own teammate. Let's go there.
Yeah, but I'm what I'm hearing though, Jordan Poole, that's people want, you know what I'm saying? They say Kuzma is ready to put hands on him over there at Washington. So I don't know. Maybe it could be a Jordan Poole situation.
Maybe Jordan Poole just be running his lip because he's young and he's stupid.
Young. Yeah. but you're right. Like find your team. Even though you play basketball. That is the bad thing was it was being recorded. Because I think if it wasn't recorded, we wouldn't have heard nothing about this, and it just would have been
a rumor.
And it just would have been another day of practice. But since it was recorded, got out, and it blew up, you know what I'm saying? It became, I think, bigger than what it was. Like, and if the case is that Jordan Poole is, you know what I'm saying, because that was his second year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Poole, that was his second year because they was coming off of winning the championship.
That's right.
They was coming off winning the championship because that was last. Not last year. Year before last.
Yeah, year before last.
Year before last, coming off winning that championship, and he probably think he hot shit because he won as a rookie, and Draymond had to put hands on him. So, but
again, it's probably an ego thing. That anger management therapy. I mean, maybe he don't come back after All-Star weekend because you can't fix somebody in a couple of months. Maybe it's one of those things where they're like, you ain't coming back into the playoffs.
Yeah, and he's not box office. If you get what I'm saying. Draymond, I don't know what his jersey sales look like. I don't know how much money he generates for the overall NBA, let alone Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the fans would do they miss him? Like if Draymond ain't at a game, they're like, oh man, Draymond ain't playing. Well, we're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if they even get. I think they like Draymond being on the team because of the engine, and he's part of the engine. But at the same time, like you said, man, we got this other kid. Let's see if this other kid can fit in and do the things that Draymond do without the text, without the shenanigans and the foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I mean,
you're not Charles Barkley, dog.
You ain't Dennis Rodman.
You're not Dennis Rodman.
You're not Rasheed Wallace.
Nope.
I mean, throwing bowls, yes. We'll give you that.
You're not Run Artest.
None of that.
You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Like, I mean, and like clearly, like I said, I think it's an ego thing. I don't won 4 championships. I'm Draymond Green, bitch. Like, do you know who we talking to?
Right.
Like, look how he talking to this ref right here.
Yeah.
Like, I understand. Like LeBron does go at the refs, but he ain't going at them like he's going at them like he confused by what just happened. Like, what you mean you called a foul? Like, what? Like, Draymond go at them like, I'll beat you. Like, I was I'll beat
bitch, I'm Draymond. What the fuck you calling the foul on me for?
Right. What you calling the foul on me for? I'm Draymond. So yeah, it's just one of those. It's probably an ego thing why he acts the way that he does. And yeah, NBA, do your thing.
Yeah, like I said, I showed this to my homeboy. He was like, "Man, I'm on Draymond's side." I was like, "All right, I don't know why you're on Draymond's side."
That man literally closed his hand and punched that man in the face.
He did. It's like I'm like, how is he spinning, trying to fall out of bounds? He didn't even push you for one thing.
He didn't even. Yeah, you're right. He didn't even push him.
He was barely.
You spun awkwardly to try to hit this man. And didn't even realize that he was so close to you when you tried to hit him.
That's crazy, man. This dude is wild.
I'm pretty sure in his mind he was like, "Oh man, they're gonna give me like a 3-game suspension. And I'll come back." Then the NBA was like, "No, this is 7 in one season. You gotta go sit down somewhere.
You gotta go sit down. You gotta go sit down. You can't be out here." And Nurkic is you know what I'm saying, like a franchise guy too. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? He's a team star. You trying to take out
right?
Nah,
right.
What are you doing?
Right.
What you you out here wilding.
I'm pretty sure his jersey sales is way more than yours, but that's okay.
Yeah, probably. Probably. But like you said, let us know in the comments down below what y'all think about this Draymond Green situation. Do he need to sit his ass down somewhere? Which
all the way down.
I'm with Mika. He might need to just go ahead and take him or something. But you know what? Just take the rest of the year off.
For real. Come back next season.
Come back next season.
Try again.
Seemed like something happened in the off season, and maybe that in-season tournament messed him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they did get.
maybe that messed him up. I don't know.
You need to go to a Buddhist retreat or something.
Go hang out with what's my man from Russell Simmons? Go hang out with Russell Simmons.
Don't hang out with Russell Simmons.
Go hang out with old Uncle Russ. But what's next? Oh, speaking of hip hop, my man's, and salute to KRS-One, man. KRS-One said, "Fuck y'all." He said, "Fuck y'all."
Oh, God.
Did he not? That's basically what he said.
Pretty much. I mean, he said it verbatim.
This is coming from Vibe.com. Says KRS-One, this is the Grammys Hip Hop 50 tribute. He says, "You get no respect here. You ignore hip hop for 49 years, and the 50th year you want to call us." Now, the crazy thing is, I watched the excerpt, the little blurb, the interview, or whatever you want to call it. And the crazy thing is, I 1000% agree with KRS-One. I agree with it 1000%. But I don't think that this is the way you go about it, because this wasn't dissing the Grammys. To me, this wasn't dissing the Grammys. This was dissing everybody on that Grammy stage. Right? And that's what I didn't like. The Grammys, because the Grammys really don't fuck with hip hop like that. They didn't fuck with them from the jump. They gave Macklemore the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not hip hop. I get it. And when he explained it, you know what I'm saying? He was saying, no disrespect. We respect you, your institution, what you do, but we don't respect how you view the culture. I'm all cool with that.
Right.
But you saying I didn't sell out. So what you saying? That everybody on that stage sold out? LL, Will Smith, all the people who need the platform to, you know what I'm saying?
This is what I don't get about the older generation. Like, you just said it. Y'all ain't respect this for 49 years. And on the 50th year, what if the Grammys didn't do anything to celebrate hip hop's 50th?
He would have been mad.
Then what? You'd have been up in arms about that, right? So the fact that the Grammys even took the time to say, you know what? We really need to do something outside of what we normally do for the Grammys and have our own special show to celebrate hip hop's 50th anniversary.
Yep.
And again, what if they didn't do it? What if they was like, yeah, so if somebody was like, yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I don't give a damn about that.
Yeah. They could have not did nothing. And not only that, they took the time to give as many people a platform. They gave hip hop its own Grammy situation.
Because every year we say something about hip hop artists not winning, not getting the recognition that they deserve from the Grammys. This was the platform. Like they went all the way through history from the beginning of the beginning of hip hop to now.
Did let the ladies rock,
the
South, the West Coast, back to New York. Some of the pioneers, Big Daddy Kane was up there. Like, you did some Big Daddy
got
Kane.
Will Smith on stage to rap, yo.
Him and DJ and was dope with it. Still had it.
Right.
Still had it.
So it's just like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, they didn't even have to do this. They didn't have to do it. They didn't have to give hip hop a platform. They could have been like, man, F y'all 50th anniversary. We'll throw y'all in in February.
Right. And wait
a minute. Didn't they do something during the Grammys this year in February for hip hop?
No.
I could have sworn they did.
I don't think so because the Grammys is coming up. No, you're right. That's in February because the Lakers can't play in their damn stadium because it's the Grammys be doing it, and that be right around. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe they did.
I think they did. But that's what I'm saying. Like we have to take every win that we can get, right? Because again, the Grammys could have been like, what?
Right. And like I said, we'll get back into the article real quick because I can talk about this shit forever. It says the Grammys massive salute to Hip Hop 50 has received mixed reactions, with many noting the absence of rap icons during the televised performance. Now that is true. Because I've been saying for the longest, it's been a couple of 50th anniversary to hip hop things that happened, and my guy Hammer was never there. Come to find out, Hammer has declined every invitation that he's gotten. And I was like, Hammer, dog, come on, man. The kids need to know what you did. You did some real shit, right? Like you was the man. You was the Drake of your time. You was whoever was the head guy. You was that.
Right.
Let the kids know this. Let people under. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I didn't like from his side. Like show up for one. Get BT. Somebody was. MTV was head over heels over MC Hammer.
Man, that's all you ever saw. I can't touch it.
Right.
Do.
Give somebody something. Hell, as a fan, I would just love to see you come out, bring my guy with the slope, bring him back. I don't care if you get him. He probably don't have the hair no more.
Yes, with the extra Gumby fade.
Get Tyler Perry to hook him up. You know what I'm saying? To get him out there and let's dance and shit. Like, I would love to see. They brought Luke back. Luke came out. Capity, come. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. That's the Florida in me. Sorry.
They let Luke rock. Says, let me see. KRS-One, who did not participate in the show, recently explained the reasoning behind his decision to decline an invitation to take the stage. He says, I was asked about 2 months ago. They asked me to do it, and I turned them down. He says, with all due respect, LL Cool J himself called me, spoke to my wife, and pretty much begged me to be on the show, but we turned him down. And reason being is because I know people don't understand this, and I say this respectfully. KRS-One is a hip-hop extremist. I'm not a violent extremist. I'm insane with this culture. I know I must have lost my mind in this. And like I said, I understand with him saying that, I understand where he's coming from. He's saying that, man, I love this culture so much, I don't want to see it that way, right? But dog, you are a recording artist. Soon as you signed that deal with Jive, it no longer really became about the culture, right? Once you sign something and you start because you are also making money off it. Think if your ass would have got up on that Grammy stage, you know what I'm saying? People seeing your stuff, them streams going up, or people going back to buy them old albums or things like that. You talking about pushing the culture forward. It's about getting it out to the kid. I'm pretty sure kids ain't running up to you right now saying, "Oh, you're KRS-One, spit something." No, they not. They don't know the fuck you are.
If you did, like, my child is a prime example. She heard that song, woo woo. That's the sound of the police. Yeah. Because they had it in a They had it in a cartoon. Right. And she was like, "Mommy, who is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's KRS-One." Right. If you would have got your ass on that stage for this, people would know who more. We're talking about a younger generation who have no idea who you are. They know your music because they hear it in the shows, right? But they have no idea no idea who you are.
I just think this is a bad take by the teacher. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him that. But if you're the teacher, then you need to be teaching. What bigger stage to teach on than the damn Grammys?
And this is the second. The Grammys did honor the 50th anniversary of hip hop on the February 5th show of this year. They had a 15-minute medley, and then it was a Grammy salute to 50 years of hip hop. LL Cool J, Ice-T, Public Enemy, Rakim, Queen Latifah, Method Man, Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five.
I remember it.
Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott.
Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott. Yeah, because they was talking about R that's when he came back and was dissing Eminem again. Melly Mel.
And Questlove was the one that gave the gave the speeches during the show.
He came back and said he pointed to the perceived exploitation of the hip hop culture as another factor that made him adverse to accepting the offer. He says, "I don't fight it. I don't apologize for it. I recognize that my experience in this thing called hip hop is different from mostly everybody else's experience with hip hop. I restrict myself in a certain way because I know who I am in this culture. You're in the temple of hip hop. This is our home. This place, this institution can never side with, come under, understand the exploitation of our culture. Never will you see me standing in the environment where our culture is being exploited." Yes, you have and have done it. When you did them beef DVDs, because you was on them beef DVDs back in the day, KRS-One, talking about Queens versus the Bronx. What you thought that was?
Exploiting.
What was that? Was exploitation of hip hop.
Yep.
What are you talking about? It sounds. Go ahead, Mika. Go ahead.
I don't see this as I don't see this the way he sees it. I see it as, once again, you have these legends that you and I grew up on, right? But you have these legends who is influencing the next KRS-One, the next Will Smith, the next Common. You know what I'm saying? Even though we do have our Sexy Reds and we do have, our little babies and all that kind of stuff.
All part of hip. But it's all part of the culture.
Because I'm pretty sure in the 90s, when Will Smith first came out, everybody was like, "Who is this bubblegum rapper?
Right.
They don't cuss."
Yeah. So it's crazy.
The
I'm
changes.
with you. Culture, right? The culture changes. It gets and that's one thing about hip hop, right? And I consider myself a little hip hop purist at times. I can get a little snobbish, you know what I'm saying? But I want to see. There are certain places to gatekeep, and then there are certain places to let people come in, right? And you should be able to tell when somebody is taking advantage of or exploiting, or who, you know what I'm saying, who don't give a crap about the culture. Right. I don't see this as that. This was the legends, the people, the architects of said culture, you know what I'm saying, putting this together.
Will Smith was the first hip hop artist to win a Grammy. They got him on stage. Him and DJ Jazzy Jeff. They got them on stage. Right. And we ain't seen Will Smith on a stage since forever.
Since I was about to say,
Welcome to Miami, when he went down the rabbit hole.
Nah, that was my joint, man. That was my joint.
Hey, I like that song.
With it.
Oh, Big Willie style.
That CD was hard. That was a cold album. That was a cold album, man. But yeah, getting them together back on stage. Just seeing a lot of these people. Digital Planets came out.
Come on.
I was telling Pete I bought Doggy Style and Digital Planets on cassette at the same time. Didn't know which one I wanted to play more. That's just how dope. We already know what Doggy Style was doing.
Exactly.
I heard Digital. Oh, what is this? This is what, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
come on. What
great, yes. But he also has to understand, like, we live in this digital age. We live in a digital age. And your streams will go up when people find out who you are. Like, because every time Michael Jackson falls off the Billboard top, whatever, people go and stream his stuff and shoot him right back up to the top.
Right back up. You ain't finna talk bad about Mike. We got.
You not finna knock the king and pop off nothing.
You're not gonna do that. Who the king about? Oh, we're gonna show you.
Okay.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Right
exactly.
Right back up.
And again, the older generation needs to get that in their head. Like, this younger generation don't know KRS-One. They ain't searching for you on Spotify. They're not looking for you on Apple Music. All they looking for is that one song. And they ain't gonna listen to nothing else but that one song. And
you sound like you sound like the old man get out, the whole thing, old man get off my grass analogy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, kids, get off the grass. Like, that's what you sound like right now.
Right.
That's what you sound like. Like, why would you not want to? If that's the case, you wouldn't have wanted anything. You wouldn't have wanted nothing on BET, MTV, your music videos. Them shits would have just stayed right there in the Bronx where you from.
Right.
I did this strictly for this block. I don't. You better not show this on, you know what I'm saying, the box or MTV.
You took it back, not the box.
The box. The box better not show this shit. Like, what are you talking about? The exploitation.
Right.
Once it becomes business, like I said, once you sign that on that line, on that record, yes, exploitation is that. Because you're it's no longer being made to sit in the house and to just be enjoyed by people who come over to your house, look at this wall of art and say, man, hey, I painted this the other day. Tell me what you think about it.
Right.
No, you saying I painted this. I'm about to sell this shit. Let me put this shit up on Facebook Marketplace and put this shit up on Instagram and put this shit up on any place that somebody can see eyes on it and put a value on it so they could pay me for it. That's what you did when you signed on the dotted line with the record companies. And maybe, I mean, you know, you ain't got a deal no more. I probably, but you just sound like the old bitter rapper.
Yeah.
And you better than that.
Right.
You better than that.
He should have took the opportunity. MC Hammer should have took the opportunity. I
think so too. Like,
if Hammer would have came out, bro, do you know how much your stream? Do you know how much? That's that dude. Yep. You ain't gotta dance. You could have just walked around.
Come on, Hammer. Hammer should have came out there and did it. He should have came out there and did it, man.
Just don't do pumps in a bump.
Nah, that's what he should have came and did.
No, don't do pumps in a.
Oh, that I want. Rest of my life. All right.
Okay. I was waiting for you to finish because I was gonna literally be like, no, because that's when Hammer signed with Death Row.
That was Death Row.
That was Death Row.
Him and Dion could have came out and did something together. Him and Dion, because that was when Dion did what it was.
Must be the money.
Must be the money. Yeah.
Who told Deion Sanders he could sing?
The thing is, right, to bring the fun and the levity back into the culture, Will Smith, like everybody who came out and performed, it was all like, and it was, like I said, this was playing Arrested Development. I don't know who that was. She was thick. I don't know who that was in that red latex. What? That's, yeah.
You know what? I can't.
I say, everyday people. Oh man. Yeah, man. That, like, just seeing that was dope, man. I was, it's crazy to me. So I'm already high off of Buffalo winning the the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm already just still hyped. And they were like, yeah, coming up next, 50. I'm like, this shit gonna be trash. So I'm sitting there just chilling, and it wasn't. And it was just I was just vibing the whole night. I'm standing in front of the TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to it. I enjoyed the whole thing. I don't know what KRS is talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, just imagine if you was there in October when they was recording it, right?
Man. Like I said, I don't know what the hell KRS want to talk about.
It's a whole vibe.
Do not know. Let me finish this off. It says KRS-One is one of multiple rap legends who have taken issue with the various hip hop celebrations over this past year. Like I say, MC Hammer, who also declined to appear for the Grammys, is among more notable artists whose lack of visibility has been highlighted, with Mr. Fab speaking out on his fellow Oakland native behalf. He's saying, I'm watching the 50th year anniversary, right? And I'm like, how do y'all not have MC Hammer on the bill? And he asked this in August. How do you not have rap's first megastar on the bill somewhere coming out doing at least Too Legit to Quit or something like that? You don't got Hammer included in that? And that was my sentiment. Like, you're doing this, and me and Fab, we seen eye to eye. Like, Mr. Fab, I feel you. Where's Hammer at? But then we find out that Hammer is declining shit. His own words. You know what I'm saying? But that's because it's hip hop. It's 50 years, but the history is so rich. So it's so much happened in those 50 years. We learned a lot.
We did.
We lost a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think anywhere possible I can get on the stage and let people know what hip hop is, where we come from, what we do. Take advantage of that.
Yep.
To show the and to not show the watered down popcorn shit that you don't like. Like, we finna get up here and be hip hop.
Right. Like the stuff that y'all listen to ain't nothing compared to what y'all finna hear tonight.
Right. I'm gonna show y'all how to really get up on this stage. No background vocals. We finna go up, breath control and rap. I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. And my DJ gonna scratch right where he need to scratch at. I'm gonna have my hype man. You dissed because it was you dissed Public Enemy. They came out there and did something. Like, you dissing. You know what I'm saying?
Legends.
What are you doing?
Wait, was Eminem there?
Nope. Nope. Now that's one set I didn't like was Akon said I didn't like his set.
Okay, but Akon's not hip hop.
His set was nasty.
Yeah, Akon's not hip hop though. He's
and his
not hip hop.
He did the Eminem song Smack That, but I was
that
like, I said if Eminem showed that, but I was like, if Eminem show it's about to get.
Did 50 Cent? Oh, okay, because I only watched like bits and pieces. 50 Cent didn't show.
Nah, he didn't show up.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like you got people who changed the game. Eminem, 50 Cent. You know.
Now, I mean, if you can't do it, you can't do it. I'm not saying everybody needs to be there.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Because then that show would have been 4 hours long.
That would have been everybody don't necessarily need to be there. It was somebody who said, man, they need to do like throughout the year. What they should have did was we doing New York. And they do
a different,
right. And then we going out west. We doing West Coast, and they doing all the way. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go down south and do all the down south stuff. We're gonna go to the Midwest, and then at the end of the year, we're just gonna culminate and do a whole big. You know what I'm saying? Like
we do all the pioneers of hip hop.
I said that would have been dope if they would have did something like that. But I don't know, man. I love hip hop, and any chance I can get to see it on TV on a big stage like that, Grammys, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't get celebrated enough.
Right. Exactly.
We don't get celebrated enough, or we don't get the opportunity to celebrate ourselves on a stage this large without it being some fugazi shit or some popcorn, shit that you wouldn't necessarily. I don't want to say it's not hip hop, but it ain't hip hop. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It really is exploitative.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And this went from a 15-minute segment on the Grammys to a whole show.
A whole show. So it seems like Grammys, you know what I'm saying? They trying to make up for past mistakes. So you at least give them that.
Right. Right.
At least give them that, and him saying they had, they ain't call it year 47. They ain't call it year 40.
Because those are not my.
They didn't call you because right, but for another thing, like they know KRS-One, you've probably had this thought in your head for the longest. You know what I'm saying? If I would have called you let's say I called you at year 35, year 40, you would have said no then.
Right. If I would have called you at year 20,
right?
You already had it in your mind. You was like F no.
So don't make it they didn't call me. They could have been called me. You still would have said no. The thing is, LL called you, which he already probably knew you was gonna say no, but he was like, you know what? I'm LL. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna say no to me. He can't say no to me. I'm LL, and we fit. This is 50.
Right.
It's 50. Come on, man. You the teacher. No, LL. I ain't coming. That's bullshit. Yada yada yada. Damn, you can't. LL can't even get you on stage. That lets me know you just was done from the beginning. Like you weren't gonna come anyway.
Right.
No matter what year they called you.
Right.
So, but you let me know what y'all think about KRS-One going off on the Grammys Hip Hop 50th salute, which was dope. That was one of the better shows for the Grammys I've seen. Hopefully I would love to see one more done, which we probably not gonna get. We're in the middle of December, probably not gonna get it, but I would love to see one more hip hop tribute done. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's Hulu doing it or what's the radio station that the Breakfast Club is on. I can't even think of their names right now. Sirius, what it is, XM Radio, whatever the hell they are. You know, all them shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doing it. Just I think that'd be dope, man. But yep. Let us know what y'all think, man. Last but not least, Mika. Oh, Axel Foliage is back. Oh, Axel Foley, man. Well, it's been like 30 years. What was
it should be retired by now.
What was that? 90? Is it 96 was the last Beverly Hills Cop?
I don't know. But he should be retired by now.
Retired ain't the word. Let me see when Beverly Hills Cop 3 came out. 94. 94. It's going on 30 years. It's about to be 30 years since Beverly Hills Cop 4. And I don't know how long he had been on the force then. But goddamn, Axel Foley.
Not you still a police detective now. I hope not. I hope you're retired by now.
Look, and then even this, look at the beat, you know what I'm saying? How beat up his badge is.
And you ain't take a new photo, my guy?
Still got the 80s stash and everything, man. Oh, this is funny, man. Where am I at? Oh, Axel Foley. Damn, where'd it go? Where is my article? Here we go. So, they got the. I'm gonna just share this because I think it's better to share. Sharing is caring. So, because I got a last time playing these goddamn trailers, they don't even let you can't get nothing off. But this article is every major character returning. So everybody's old in this too. I just want to let everybody know. Trigger warning.
I ain't seen the picture. Oh, everybody's old.
Everybody old, man. Since the trailer for the upcoming Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F stars Eddie Murphy returning to the franchise along with familiar and fresh faces. While the more specific details are limited, Beverly Hills Cop sees Murphy's titular Axel Foley return to Beverly Hills after the death of a close friend spurs him to investigate the corruption plaguing the Beverly Hills Police Department. Although there are many delays. But you know, I guess it works because every movie, he was suspended from his own. Well, the first movie, I think he had just went on leave. Remember, because his partner his partner died. The second one, damn, what was the second one? I can't even remember how. But either way, he was, because he's a Detroit cop. He's a Detroit detective.
Right.
But somehow he always ends up in Beverly Hills. Murphy. The trailer for the upcoming sequel shows Murphy dishing out his signature brand of humor while also interacting with characters both old and new. Yada yada yada, whatever. Before I get into this, were we looking for Beverly Hills?
No.
Axel F or whatever.
No. Just like we wasn't looking for Coming to America.
Right.
We ain't looking for no look.
What?
I get it, Eddie Murphy. You trying to stay in the bag, but bruh,
I'm trying to come back. Now I will say that this
you gonna give us Norbit 2?
Norbit
Next?
2, yeah. Give me another Norbit. I will say this though, looking at this trailer, and please go out and watch it. Go watch it for yourself. I'm not gonna show it tonight. It looks way better than a lot of stuff that like you said, Coming to America. That looked cheesy from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't fit the Coming to America. You know what I'm saying?
It was coming too late. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think with that movie, you brought America to Africa and tried to. But what made Coming to America was the America part.
Exactly.
If you get what I'm saying.
Somebody who doesn't know our culture coming to America and seeing what America is like. You shouldn't even call it Coming to America. You should have called it Coming to Africa.
coming to Africa, because that's what it was. And his, with the internet, nothing is really crazy no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Him coming over to Africa, it wasn't a fish out of water situation necessarily for him.
Right. He could Google it. That's what I said. That movie was that movie was 20 years too late.
Yeah. He wasn't staying in a shitty apartment. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a culture shock to him because it was, you know what I'm saying? He going over there with, basically, they've been to America. They rich. They know what America is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it wasn't necessarily nothing different than he came from, I guess, a single parent home or whatever, but
you also made Prince Hakeem a baby daddy.
Yeah, right.
Like, you mean to tell me this whole time in all those scenes where he was out there dating him and Simeon,
right, that he got with one of them?
He got raped? That's basically what happened.
Yeah, right. Oh man. So getting back into the cast. So we had Paul Reiser as Detective Jeffrey Friedman coming back. Like I said, looking old. Just should be retired, man. Jeffrey first appeared in Beverly Hills Cop, Axel's occasional partner and friend, who was known for offering unsolicited advice regarding his career. Furthermore, Jeffrey would prove to be Axel's closest friends when he was seen on multiple occasions getting chewed out by the boss, courtesy of Axel's behavior. Whereas Axel developed a reputation for being loud and boisterous, Jeffrey was more mild-mannered and professional. Appearing in the first two movies, he was absent from the third, but confirmation of Jeffrey's return in Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F leaves much to the desire regarding him and Axel's newer interactions. That third one was horrible. That shit was about a fucking amusement park being about to be blown up or some shit like that. Like, what? You know what I mean?
Right.
What? Let's see. Brenton Pichot as Surge. What's his name? Balky? This is Balky, right?
From Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers.
We old.
Looking old.
We so old.
This is old. Surge debuted in Beverly Hills Cop as the art dealer and his art gallery scene alongside Murphy. Remains one of the funniest in the franchise. While Axel is awaiting meeting with old acquaintances, the scene sees Surge failing miserably at pronouncing Axel's name, all while trying to explain the intricate nature of selling art. The scene was brief, but it instantly made Surge one of Beverly Hills Cop's most beloved characters, thus ensuing he will return in future installments. He wasn't in Beverly Hills Cop, but he was in 3, and he was probably the best thing in 3. You know what I'm saying? I hated 3. 3 was bad. 3 was just bad. Oh, 2 had Bridget Nielsen in it. 2 had it's coming back now. Bridget Nielsen was in it. It might have been a ninja in that too. You know, this was the 80s.
Not a ninja. It's not a 90s movie. You even got a ninja in it.
The ninja might have showed up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? What movie out of Eddie Murphy's catalog would you not mind being redone or having a sequel? I'll go first. I think Golden Child could have a sequel.
You think?
Only because, and I'm talking about out of his, his early stuff. Or better yet, another 48 hours. Another 48 hours.
I thought we was getting another 48 hours.
Ow. So you say no to
the way Eddie Murphy going right now, he's just going, like, he's literally like going down his catalog and saying, you know what, that movie deserves a sequel. That's what he's doing right now.
I guess. But
we're gonna get another Daddy Daycare. We finna get another Nutty Professor. We finna get
I don't
get
know
another Dr. Doolittle.
I can see Dr. Doolittle, another professor. Why are you playing?
I know.
If he still has that in him, you know what I'm saying, playing those characters. You even brought up Norbert. I know a lot of people didn't like Norbert. I thought Norbert was hilarious. Me, myself. I like Norbert. But if he can get back
give us a sequel to Vampire in Brooklyn
without him in it. Now you speaking my language, Mika. Now you speaking my language. Rita.
Oh no, or if they Wait, he exploded in Vampire in Brooklyn.
He did.
Didn't he?
Yeah, he died. Yeah, and the
Okay,
ring
I was gonna
came
say
and
maybe there's a way that
came
he could be
hard.
brought back. You know,
I mean, you know, they can always bring you back.
they'll figure it out. Don't give us another Bowfinger. Don't give us sequel to Pluto Nash. Please, for the love of God. Do not give us a sequel to Holy Man.
Holy Man, yeah. Holy Man was funny though. It's Holy Man is one of them. You at Blockbuster, you're like, what's this? Eddie Murphy, Holy, fuck it. And you throw it on and sit there and watch it and you say, You don't talk about it next. You don't go to work at the water cooler and say, man, that Holy Man was pretty good.
He gonna give us a sequel to Metro.
He gonna grow his little dreads back out and give us a sequel to Metro. No, man. I watched Metro. I think I watched it a couple times and I still don't know what Metro is about. Still don't know what it's about.
Beats me. I mean, that's what I think that's what he's doing right now. He's going through all of his catalog right now.
Could he do that?
I think
is Dan Aykroyd still alive, right?
Yeah. But Dan Aykroyd is too busy doing Ghostbusters sequels.
Ghostbusters, yeah. Give me. Well, I mean, shit. If he can, they doing Ghostbusters. Eddie Murphy say, shit. You want to do Ghostbusters? I'm gonna go do fucking my shit too. I say do it.
I could definitely see us getting another Dr. Dolittle. We're probably gonna end up getting like another like Norbit. Because did Norbit and old girl got married at the end of Norbit, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know how you bring Rasputia back, but
you can find a way. That's the thing about a movie like that. It's always a way to figure something out. So I don't have an issue with him doing another Norbit, nor another Dr. Dolittle, or another professor. I think all of those things, more so the last two that I said than Norbit, are right there for the picking. I think he should get with him and Martin and come up with something original, just like how Life was. You know what I'm saying? Them two together is fucking Hallmark humor, just ready to go. Get a nice cast, some of these new comedians, mix them with some old comedians, and just like how Life was, or just like how Harlem Nights was. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we are missing comedy like that on a bigger scale. Because you know what I'm saying? When the last time you seen a good ensemble movie like Life,
right,
or Friday, or you know what I'm saying? Like you don't see that a lot, especially from some legends. You know what I mean? You get Will Packer. He's good at doing his style, but he's kind of like the Christmas guy now. He does them holiday, he does the Black holiday movies now.
Not the Christmas guy.
Will Packer, I mean, because he did now. Let me backtrack. He did give us what was that with Queen Latifah and all of them in it?
Girls Trip.
Pinkett, Girls Trip. Girls Trip was dope. Girls Trip.
We need a Girls Trip in Vegas.
Girls Trip in Vegas.
But you can't get Tiffany Haddish because she might be going to jail.
She might be drunk. Now they ain't throwing in jail. They said she got to do community service and she is not allowed. She can't even look at alcohol. And I'm like, how y'all gonna police? How y'all gonna?
She gotta go to Alcoholic Anonymous meetings. That's part of the deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would like to see more ensembles. Who else we got in this? John Ashton. Oh man, look at this. This guy. He was old then. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, he ain't still on the case no more. John Ashton is Sergeant John Taggart.
How are y'all making this work?
Taggart first appeared Beverly Hills Cop as the stern but fair police officer known for his partnership with the less austere William Billy Rosewood. Although John was less exuberant than either Axel or Billy, he left an impression on audiences as he was shown to be one of the few cops willing to stick up for Axel despite the initial rocky relationship. He endured himself to viewers even more when he elected to tell the truth and face being chewed out. He's just old. I don't see. Just old, man.
He's just old.
What they got? This
Judge
old
Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold as Detective William Billy Rosewood. Where's his old? That let me see.
There
Look at that face there.
That's that Botox.
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's Botox, baby.
Billy appeared in all 3 Beverly Hills Cop movies, thus making him the second most prominent character in the series after Axel. Billy is depicted as the less serious partner of Sergeant John Taggart, who resonates with Axel's cowboy antics more than anyone else on the force. Despite Billy's more laid-back demeanor and lack of competency displayed in Beverly Hills Cop, Billy undergoes a great deal of character development by improving his marksmanship and aptitude for successfully handling lethal situations in Beverly Hills Cop 2 and 3. Oh, Eddie Murphy came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We'll see. It's on net. I think it's on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix. So I think that's a good thing about it. And that's another thing I will say this, and I think we had a discussion about that one time with these legends and doing, going back into their catalog and reimagining things or doing another sequel. I think Netflix, Paramount, Hulu, I think those are the perfect places to do those things. Right? That's it. If you're not spending a humongous budget on it, I don't see how this doing Beverly Hills shit. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think about that? These legends reaching back and doing things.
I think it's just is one of those things that, I mean, I get it. Again, it kind of goes back to our last conversation with hip hop. Like, you want to introduce your character to a new generation, as if most of us ain't already introduced our kids to you. Just from watching the older movies. I mean, that's basically how we got introduced to you, was through our parents. So I get what he's trying to do. I understand what he's trying to do, but I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't nobody checking for no Axel Foley, okay? We ain't checking for him. We wasn't checking for Prince Hakeem. Like you should have gave us Coming to America back when it was still a cult classic. And not saying it's not a cult classic now, but it was more popular back in the day, and you could have had buku sequels of Coming to America. But I guess you just didn't have the story that you had now, that you wrote now. But are we checking for Axel Foley? No. Are we checking for another Nutty Professor? No. We're not checking for another Dr. Doolittle. Matter of fact, Dr. Doolittle got done by Robert Downey Jr.
That was horrible though.
And it was trash. But I'm just saying, like,
he gonna give us up. Well, they already did another Haunted House. They should have brought him back for Haunted House.
That's what they should have did. They should have brought him back as a spirit in Haunted House.
In Haunted House.
Or Haunted Mansion.
I mean, yeah, Haunted Mansion.
But like I watched the new movie Candy Cane Lane.
Was it good?
I actually enjoyed it.
I ain't checked it out yet. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. Like, it actually was a good movie. Now, that's what you need to do. Come up with some original movies. Come up with some original ideas.
The one with Lauren London and what's my man's name?
You're talking about when he was trying to be pro-black and all that? Yeah. I ain't like that movie. Now that movie I didn't like. I like when what is it? Because I got his catalog pulled up. I don't even see it.
It was so bad they took it off.
Look, China told you. You people.
You people, yeah.
You people. I didn't care too much for that movie.
That was done by the dude who do Grownish and all of that and Blackish. What's his name?
Yeah, Candy Cane Lane wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't as bad as like the trailer makes it look bad, but like when you actually watch it, I mean, yes, DC Young Fly is over the top in that movie. Like, but y'all put him in the trailer. That's what that probably would turn a lot of people off from wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
But think about like him. He almost gave me like Dr. Dolittle vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to be serious, but saying like, you know, trying to be serious, but at the same time still coming off as funny. And it was some hilarious, it was some funny moments in there. David Allen Greer is in the movie as Santa.
He was Santa Claus, right? Yeah.
He's Santa. He's like, I knew Santa was black.
I need David Allen Greer to be in more stuff. I think he's funny, and I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Because him coming off of In Living Color, you know, he did Boomerang, and I don't recall him doing any like movies after that. Like I don't recall, you know, he did Boomerang, and that was it.
I think he mostly did like mostly like spot, like I would say spots, but just like
little cameos and stuff.
Yeah, just like a cameo. Like you would see him and then that was it, right? So
that's David Allen.
Oh, that's David Allen Greer right there. And
right.
Actually, after Boomerang,
I mean, he was on Martin a lot.
He was in Jumanji.
Yep, he was in Jumanji. He was the cop. Yeah.
He did. I'm trying to see. He was in Blank Man.
Yeah.
He's in Blank Man. He did Little Man.
I don't remember him in Little Man.
I don't remember Little Man either. He started out. Oh, and then after Boomerang was Tales from the Hood.
Oh yeah, Tales from the Hood. I forgot about it. Yeah.
He also was in Dance Flick.
Okay, so but like you said, that's them little spot, like
right, just a little. Like he didn't really have like
he wasn't prominent
role in it. Yeah. And he was in that Pauly Shore movie in the Army now.
Yeah.
And he was also in Three Strikes.
He's in Three Strikes.
Mm-hmm. But he started out like
I could see
he started out in A Soldier Story. You ever seen A Soldier Story?
Yeah, I've seen it. Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of my favorite movies. That's probably that's one of my favorite movies. You talk about all-star black cast.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. He could be that guy. Well, I don't know. You know, it ain't too late for him. I think he need to shave that beard though. He been rocking that old man.
I like the old man beard.
He look old, like man. Cute. He look old. He look old.
I mean, he is old.
He is old, but he look
67.
He shaved that beard. I think he could. You know what I'm saying?
He's single.
Because it take to me.
Allen Greer.
He's a comedian, and the whole thing to me. Well, he's a comedic actor. Let me say that. I don't know if he does stand up or anything like that. But
I don't think he does.
His facial expressions back on like Comic View and Martin and things of that nature, that's what sold him to me.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's covered up by this gray ass beard. You know,
don't hate.
I'm not hating
the beard.
Because I'm gonna tell you this,
he couldn't have played Santa Claus if he didn't have no damn beard.
You're right. He showed up on what was that show? About the black, they were like Black Farm. What was that? It had everybody was going crazy over the dude in that. And he was in Girls Trip. He was in Girls Trip also. He was the one who got with Jada in Girls Trip.
Oh,
Kofi Idibo or whatever his name is. I think that's his name. She talking about, I forgot what show that he was on, but David Allen Greer showed up on that show for like one season or whatever, and he played like, I guess he would be an abuser, but he played that shit to a T. And the reason what sold it was the beard. Like he just looked like you know what I'm saying? Like he looked like that, and it was because of the beard. So, but if I need him to be funny, I need him to lose the beard.
He can keep it. He can keep the beard. Go ahead.
Let me watch him.
He's 6'2".
Okay, him and me, same height. That's what's up. That's what's up. But I'm gonna watch Candy Cane Lane and see what he gives off. If he can still give off, or does he still give off that classic and living color comedy?
You talking about him as Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it just like a cameo?
No. He literally gives what he's supposed to give. Like number one, how you would think Santa would be, but also still funny.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I said
but
I hadn't been meaning to check it out. I just haven't had time.
A lot of people shot it down because of Coming to America.
Yeah,
and
he should have waited on that one. Like,
yeah,
he should not have done it. He should have waited because he was coming off of Dolomite and he was hyped. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Dolomite was good. Yeah, I thought that was a real good movie. Mm-hmm. You know, and then he hit us with Coming to America. So, you know, for one thing, people, you know, laud that it's his greatest, you know, movie or whatever, cult classic, and you come with this.
Mm-hmm.
Not, you know, you wasted James Earl Jones. You wasted what's the wife's name? You just wasted it. Hell, you wasted us seeing Arsenio Hall, who we ain't seen in fucking forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just
Arsenio Hall looked like his face hurt.
His face been hurting. He looked
like,
you know, speaking of Arsenio
like somebody
Hall,
took his skin and put a clothespin in the back of his neck. That man said he's gonna look young like Simeon from the 90s by any means necessary.
You say they put a clothespin.
They gathered up his skin and put a clothespin in the back of his neck.
That's crazy. You made me forget what I was about to say.
Sorry.
Arsenio Hall, man. In this podcast era, I wonder why he doesn't have that. You know what I mean? If
what's his name? David Letterman could recreate. I mean, even though I think David Letterman does have a podcast, but he started out by doing interviews with people on Netflix.
On Netflix. I'm just wondering why, you know, Arsenio doesn't have. I know he tried to redo it. What it was probably about 15 years ago, I think. Mm-hmm. That's when they was getting everybody a goddamn talk show. You know what I'm saying? Monique had one, Queen Latifah had one. He came back and tried to get one. But I think, you know, this would be the perfect time for somebody who did, you know what I'm saying, he was the black Johnny Carson at that time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a pioneer when it comes to doing things like this.
So I think it'd be dope to see him. I don't know, just start one, see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, speaking of Hammer getting on there. I remember seeing Snoop on there, Criss Cross.
I saw Bow Wow on there.
Bow Wow was, I was about to say Bow Wow was on there. You know, it was,
that's when he was little Bow Wow. That was when he was little Bow Wow.
Little Bow Wow. Just a lot of legends grace that stage.
Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper. Like that was like, if you wasn't watching, if you didn't have enough money, if your parents couldn't afford cable, Arsenio Hall was how you got introduced to hip hop.
A lot of it, yeah.
Like, if you couldn't watch BET or you couldn't watch VH1 or MTV, like Arsenio, if you stayed up late enough, you could catch Arsenio Hall and
Living Color go off and
or Living Color too.
Living Color, yeah. Mm-hmm. Living Color go off and he would come on because he played on Fox, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep. Bernie Mac, you know, a lot of comedians came through there.
Facts.
You know, it was a lot.
I mean, that and Living Color and Showtime at the Apollo.
Yep. So I don't know do you think would Showtime at the Apollo work now in today's?
No, we live in a social media era. Like,
or I think it's a way you can do it. I think
Nah, people number one, people are petty. Let me in the 90s, people weren't for Showtime and the Apollo worked because people genuinely was like, if you was really good, like, they gave you the love. If you was horrible, you caught these hands. But now you try to do Showtime at the Apollo, now people are petty. They'll boo you just because.
I think because I'm looking at remember what was the other little talent show that Beyonce then was on? What was that?
Star Search.
Star Search. Things Star Search, Showtime at the Apollo. It was I can't remember. It was another one too that they had. But now we got like The Voice and America's Got Talent. But to me, that's not the same as Star Search and Apollo. You know what I'm saying?
Star Search was the Star Search walk so that America's Got Talent could run.
Yeah.
And if we're going to be honest, America's Got Talent is nothing but a regurgitated Star Search, because they would just be, instead of them giving you X's and saying, no, we don't want you, it was how many stars you got.
Right. Yep.
And then if you got so many stars, then you go to the semifinals and then you battle it out.
Yep. Yeah, them was the good old days, man. TV will never be the same.
Right.
Never be the same. I'm it's like thinking about that, man, and missing that time period or growing up in that time period, I think was perfect. And I don't think anybody would ever understand just that time period, that late 80s all the way up to the 2000s. Like that, they brought back the Apollo, but it got canceled. They brought it back. Did they?
They did. I want to say, I think Monique might have been the host, or maybe I'm wrong.
It was Steve Harvey.
Was it Steve Harvey?
I think it was Steve Harvey. I'm not saying that, just I believe it was Steve Harvey. Who was the last host of Showtime at Apollo? Watch it end up being like DC Young Fly.
I cannot. Let's see. Monique, Steve Harvey, yep, Mark Curry. The host included Whoopi Goldberg, Rick Alvarez, Martin Lawrence, Sinbad, Donna Summer, Mark Curry, Steve Harvey, Monique, Christopher Kidd Reed, Anthony Anderson, and Kiki Shepard. She's a co-host. They revived it
when they brought it back. That's
when they brought it back. It was announced on September 30th, 2011 that BET will produce a similar show titled Apollo Live, starting in 2012 with Tony Rock as the host. And the judges are the legendary Gladys Knight, Dougie Fresh, and Michael Bivins. So they basically created America's Got Talent.
That I knew that one. That wouldn't work. That don't even, because that's not the Apollo.
Right. Oh, and it got revived again. 2 revivals.
What?
So Showtime at the Apollo was revived by Fox in 2016 through 2017 with a pair of specials hosted by Steve Harvey.
See, Steve Harvey gonna host some shit.
Right. The first was a 2-hour showcase that aired in 2016. The second aired in February. And then there was a Christmas Apollo. And
they were just they just diluted the brand. That's all it was. It was
pretty much.
They was trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip.
Yeah, I mean, because about that time, so when BET did it, about that time, that's when America's Got Talent started. So they was like, "Oh, we're gonna create our own version of it, but we're gonna call it Showtime at the Apollo, or call Apollo Live."
They should have just brought back Showtime at the Apollo instead of Apollo Live. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And without the judges.
Yeah, without the judges.
Without the judges.
I like the call-ins and things of that nature, like people voting, like not just the audience there, but if you're gonna be live, shit, let me get on my phone and send a text in, or let me, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I had liked about TRL and 106 and Park.
Oh, I love that when people come, can y'all play my
yeah. Like I thought that was dope. One of the better things about because that was all experience. They was experimenting with shit, call-ins and voting, and because then for real if the song jammed or not. If you know what I'm saying, if the video was good, they could nope.
So this is what. So from 1989 to 1991, Sinbad was the permanent host. When he left, The show reverted to a series of special guest hosts. Then in 1993, Steve Harvey began his 7-year stint as the permanent host. And at the start of 98-99, Harvey and Kiki Shepard hosted a series of best of episodes until late October because production was delayed due to a labor dispute. Harvey left in 2000. He was replaced by Rudy Rush. And then Harvey returned to the Fox revival beginning March 1st, 2018. Steve Harvey gonna keep a job, y'all.
He gonna keep a job.
Mr.
YouTube says, according to the Apollo documentary, Apollo never turned a profit.
Dang.
I can.
I mean, he had a good run. They had a good run.
I don't see how they didn't turn a profit. Because, you know, it was a lot of things, from what I understand at Apollo Theaters, a lot of things happened there. But also I heard that it was like dilapidated. It was like needed, you know, desperately in need of repairs. Because I think Steve Harvey was telling a story about, you know, the Apollo before he was hosting, like when he would go there for like, you know, actually doing gigs and comedy, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I don't know, man. You know, that's Harlem. I'm pretty sure, you know, they say Harlem gentrified now. So
I went by the Apollo Theater when I went to New York. I didn't go inside, but I still went. Yeah.
I mean, you know, take a picture with did you take a picture with the sign?
No, I didn't.
You didn't do that? Yeah, you ain't a real tourist.
I want to say this is back in the day when we didn't even have camera phones.
That long. Okay, well, you get a pass then. You ain't bring out your yellow and black Kodak and try to snap, and you get your picture back and find out that all you see is like your left ear and your shoulder.
Telling your age. I had a digital camera. I did. No, actually, no, I do. I did have a picture with the Apollo sign because somebody took it for me. Yes. But I don't know what all those pictures was on Facebook, and I deleted my Facebook page.
Oh man, we're gonna have to revive that, get that back. These kids don't know about that Kodak, what it was, the Insta, what's it called? Instamatic, something like that.
I don't know. All I know is you would buy it, and it was about this damn big, and then you like,
yep. Or the green, what was the green? The green one was made by
Fuji.
Yep.
Fuji film.
Run it right on over the Walgreens, the CV, or the going to just a random parking lot and they got the booth.
Or you go to Kmart. Go to Kmart and drop it off. Just to find out that selfie you took is just your eye.
It's your eye. Yeah. Or you just been taking pictures and didn't know it.
Your finger was in the way.
That's crazy, man. Go on a school trip, get them pictures back. None of them look good. They are overexposed. It's like you said, finger in the way. It's people with red eyes and shit. You like the fuck? This shit
the 1 hour photo lab.
Yeah, 1 hour photo. They don't know about that, man.
Come back in an hour.
No, come back in an hour.
God forbid you lose that little ticket.
Done. Well, I think I remember you. I don't know.
What was your name again? And it would never buy your name until Walgreens stepped their game up. And they started putting your name on it. They started putting your name on the packet.
It was just a number. You got your ticket with the number. Nah, man. Photo albums was dope. Go to your grandma's house and they got like
album.
Yeah, I was about to say my mom still got all them photo albums.
My mom got all our photos stashed up underneath her bed. I was like, Mama, why don't you put these in a photo album? It's not the same.
But that's the show, man. That's the show. This was a good show. This was put together pretty nice. I don't know what I didn't see us live on Instagram. It says we were live on StreamYard. Said we was live, but
it didn't populate over.
Yeah,
maybe we should test it once we get off. Let's do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because the stream, once I start, I'm gonna have to do a whole new stream key. I think is what it said.
That's okay. We gonna test this. We're gonna test this thing out. Chad, y'all all right?
But yeah, that's the show, man. Mika, you got anything you want to add?
No. I was gonna do 12 days of Christmas horror and decided not to. It's a lot. Yeah, like 30 days of horror took a lot.
It's a lot.
But I am gonna do a video of my top 5 favorite Christmas horror films.
Christmas horror film. So
Christmas
Jack Frost,
horror
is
film.
Jack Frost on there?
Yo, so I just rewatched that the other night, and that movie is so corny. That movie is so corny. I don't know why we was afraid of it as kids. Like, that movie is corny.
My mom used to like that movie, man. I don't know why she liked it. We were rent, or we wouldn't rent it, but what is that? But shit, what I was about to say. Oh, you
Jack Frost.
And rent Jack Frost, like the one with Michael Keaton in it.
Oh yeah. And they end up with the wrong one.
With the wrong one.
Yeah. You end up with the wrong one.
Oh man. Now you talking about showing our age. We dating ourselves. Man.
I'm just saying. I worked at a video store, so plenty of times people have come back during the Christmas. This is not the Jack Frost that we hey.
My son is terrified. Yeah, man.
Sorry?
Sorry about that, ma'am.
Oh, little known fact about that before we wrap it up. The guy who wrote the Jack Frost horror movie actually had originally wrote the Michael Keaton. Like he had that in mind. Like that's what he had in mind, that he was going to be like a father who got, and he came back as a snowman, but things changed and he went the other way. A serial killer snowman.
You know what was crazy? That was around the time. What was that? Leprechaun, Jack Frost. They got some like, I think Jack Frost. I don't know why I don't know if I want to rank it as like a classic, a cult classic. Because a lot of,
it became a cult classic because of how corny.
How corny it was, right?
How corny it was.
Not good. It was not good, but
right.
It's
still a classic.
I watched the Leprechaun the other day, and I keep going back. Leprechaun's one of my favorite guys. That's my guy, But the original Leprechaun had my man in it from Teen Wolf, the fat guy. He was in it, and then the little boy. I think that was the little boy from what was that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? He
Kindergarten Cop.
Not Kindergarten Cop. It was the other one. When he was from another world, hero. Whatever it was.
Last Action Hero.
Last Action Hero. I think that was the boy that was in that.
Yeah.
But it was corny.
Yeah.
It was
corny.
It's
a classic now.
But it's a classic. Yeah, it's a classic. Jennifer Aniston's in it. You know what I'm saying? Classic. But it was like when the first kill he did was the dude at the pawn shop. He killed him with the damn pogo stick. This is how whack it is, though.
That's pretty whack.
He bit the dude's leg, right? Now the dude laying on the ground. He got another leg. I don't know why he couldn't get up and run away. The leprechaun turns, grabs the pogo stick. This soul left. He play. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had forgot about all that. He starts jumping on the dude's body, and that's how he killed him. Like, with the damn pogo stick.
No,
and it just looks so horrible. It just looks so bad.
the kill of the most ridiculous kill in Jack Frost was when Shannon Elizabeth was in the bathtub, and like, so this is what you don't understand. Like, this is what don't make sense to me. Is like, she gets in the bathtub. The bathtub is warm. It's hot when she gets in, and then all of a sudden she's like, no, it's too cold. It's too cold. Girl, you ain't hear no water running. And then so Jack Frost, like, builds himself up into a snowman, and she's stuck inside of his body, and he's just banging her head up again. Like watching it as an adult, you can only imagine what you're thinking. Like, but he's banging her head up against the bathroom wall while she's inside his body. As
you know what that symbolized.
Exactly.
Especially Shannon Elizabeth, you know what that symbolized.
Yeah. Right.
I had forgot about her.
And then he made like some kind of like sexual comment after he finished.
Shannon Elizabeth. She was like the B-list celebrity, BCD. Every now and then, she was what was that? American Pie.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was, you know what I'm saying? That put her on a whole nother trajectory, but she couldn't she couldn't live outside of that. You know,
she can live outside of American Pie and Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Can live outside of that.
Nobody took her serious after that. Even though she was in 13 Ghosts, we'll give you that.
No, she was in a lot of stuff, but like you said, they just didn't take her serious. Did not take her serious. But yeah, man, that is it for us. I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. And we out. Peace.